Hi everyone, hope you all are doing well, having a great Monday. I wanted to come to you and give you a quick video, just kind of talking through some things that you'll want to keep in mind as you move throughout this week, looking particularly at Unit 4.2, the Unit 4.2 discussion board, and of course kind of how that's going to build on what you'll do with the Unit 4 essay that will be coming up relatively soon as well, because we are in the last unit. We are heading toward the end of the semester. It seems a little crazy that we're already there, but we are. So I want to take just a few minutes to walk you through some things. So just to give you some reminders here. So keep in mind the course calendar is always going to be here for you. I do encourage you to refer to it regularly. It really is meant to be kind of a repository for you of all things related to our class and a good place for reminders. So I will go through, of course, the Unit 4.2 discussion assignment here in just a second. But also keep in mind that right after that, you're going to have the Unit 4 essay, and then you'll have an end of course reflection. So we are literally down to the last couple of assignments. I will let you know, I have started grading the Unit 4.1 discussions. My goal is to get through those, of course, before the end of this week, as is my pattern. I'll give you feedback on all of those, and there'll be things for you to think about as you move throughout this unit and look ahead to that last essay. Also, I have graded all of the Unit 3 essays, of course, that I've received. If you do want to submit something late, you can do so. Just please reach out to me and let me know. And also keep in mind, any late work that you have to submit has to be submitted to me by 11:59, the last day of our class, which is going to be Friday, April 22nd. So again, that is coming up pretty quickly. So again, if you have any questions about anything you're missing or anything that you still need to turn in, what have you, please email me and reach out so we can be chatting and having a conversation about what that work is going to be. All right, so let's go to content. So for this last week, you worked on the Unit 4.1 discussion board, which really had you kind of looking at some of these different themes and connecting them to, of course, one of the different texts that are available to you. Of course, Poof by Lynn Nottage, Simply Marie or The American Dream by Josefina Lopez, and of course the script from Master of None's episode Thanksgiving. So those were the three that you had to choose from. Unit 4.1 had you looking at a particular theme in relation to the text, and of course thinking about some of the different things that happen within the context of that play or of that particular script, and kind of how it's working within the theme. So again, very much thematic work like we've been doing throughout the semester, but again, having you do it with the different genres. So for Unit 4.2, we're going to be digging a little bit deeper. So with this one, we're going to be looking at, the drama that you've chosen. And again, it can be the same one that you worked with in Unit 4.1, or it could be a different one. Because within these discussion boards, you're still kind of playing around with things a little bit. I really look at discussion boards as, yes, an assignment, but I also look at it as kind of a playground for you to play around with ideas, get feedback from me, get feedback from your classmates, so that then you can truly decide what you want to do and apply that to your Unit 4 essay, to the unit essay. In this case, it will be the Unit 4 essay. So what you're going to do with this particular assignment is you are going to, of course, make sure to utilize these resources here, looking at through a cultural lens and looking through a gender or sexuality-based lens. You're going to be looking at those, and then you're going to answer up to 3 questions related to the particular theory or theories that you've chosen. And again, they're going to be these questions here. And you'll use very specific details to support your answers. And by specific details, I mean I want you to tie it to moments in the play or moments within the script. If you're looking at Master of None, I want you to bring in some quotes, bring in concrete details. Okay, this is where we want to really think in the specifics, because honestly, if you can think in the specifics here and kind of ground your ideas in something more concrete, it's going to make for really meaningful feedback that I can give you, and hopefully feedback your classmates give you, but also it will allow for you to really begin thinking about the concrete as you move into the Unit 4 essay that you'll be working on throughout next week. That'll be due at the end of next week. Okay, so again, choose 3 of these questions, make sure to answer them, provide specific details and evidence from the text itself to support those. And then use one or more of the research resources from for the actual essay you'll write to add depth and insight into the critical lenses you've chosen. So choose a pertinent quote or paraphrase that you find applicable to your text and the theory. And in your words, explain how it connects. So up here, we're answering these questions about the lens or lenses that you're looking at in relation to your text. So we're doing kind of a little bit more broad overview. In the second part, you're going to choose one quote from the text you're working with and pair that up with the theory, and of course explain how those connections are appearing. And again, approach that like it's going to be purposeful work for your essay. And then of course respond to 2 of your classmates. So again, this discussion board has you doing a little bit more of the nitty-gritty, a little more of the specific work that you will want to do as you head into the Unit 4 essay itself. Of course, there is a rubric associated with this, just like any other assignment. I do encourage you to give yourself some time with this assignment to go through, of course, these resources here, which you'll also note there are some other things up here as well. I really encourage you to look at them because, as we noticed earlier on in the semester when we were working with theory can be tough. There's a lot of different moving parts to theory. Whenever you all did that video presentation, and well, not video presentation, but when you did that exercise where you looked at some of the particulars of a particular school of thought or a particular literary criticism, there's a lot of moving parts to it. So please make sure to give yourself time to adequately comb through these resources. If you've got questions, please let me know. Again, this is where you're going to be looking more at critical race theory, feminist theory, and queer theory. So there's a lot, again, there are 3 very interesting theories, but there's a lot of meat there. So do give yourself time to read through this before you tackle this discussion board. It will make for much more meaningful work for you that will be in preparation for the essay to come, but also it will help you get a better grade, and I'll be able to give you more specific feedback as you move forward. Okay, and then, of course, there are some of the cultural and gender-focused research resources. If I can get it to go. For some reason, it's not clicking for me. There we go. So here are all the different resources that are available to you. Some of these are ones that you've maybe seen previously when you were looking at some of these theories, but I do encourage you to take a look at all of these and let them aid you as you move throughout this upcoming assignment. And of course, down here, there's the guidelines for the essay. I'm not going to get into those now, but I would encourage you maybe start taking a look at those, and I'll come to you next week with a dedicated video specifically for that. All right, I think that's pretty much everything for this week. So again, make sure that you work on the Unit 4.2 discussion board. It is due by this Friday, the 8th. Yes, 4th. Yes, the 8th by 11:59. Again, initial post and 2 replies. Be on the lookout for your grades for your Unit 4.1. I have started those. I haven't finished them, though. Be on the lookout for those grades and the feedback. If you're missing any work, please reach out to me. I really, really would like to see more missing work come into me before we get to the end of the semester. Because, again, April 22nd at 11:59, that Friday, is going to be the last day and time that I will take any late work. If I get anything after that date, I won't accept it. It will be a 0, as it will just stand as a 0. So please be mindful of all of this. If you have any questions or you need anything, please reach out. I know that this is the time of the semester where we're getting tired. The closer we get to the end, we get tired. Please keep up the good work you've been doing. And again, if you need anything, reach out. Thanks.